So here we are with episode 19 of The Dangers in My Heart. Last episode, the Python made some 40 chess move, and now Ichikawa knows that Yamada likes him, so we'll just have to see what these two dunce are going to do this episode. And we're also heading into volume 7, which is very nice. We're getting, we're getting close to volume 8. Yeah, no shit. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access on the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started. Can't run away from her love. Oh, you've already seen the light. How she recorded it? Damn, gotta let her parents watch it. His parents, their parents. Think you got what it takes. Just like Yamada, come on now. She wasn't there. Yeah, somehow she was watching. She's just like you. She was under the medical bed. God, look at new Hara Ichikawa. Yo, that undercut. Can't be, right? Uh-oh. I gotta be more careful. Basketball club? Karaoke? Damn, why does he look so tall in that shot? The ball guys. Oh, and off he goes. His feet's taking him. He's being kidnapped by his own legs. Don't be creepy like this. And here he is, renting a whole room right next to them. Can you choose rooms? I just realized. Here's Yamada having fun. That's what she's here for. Alright, these boys' eyes are very scary. No, she's still eating, bro. Give the mic to somebody else. These the girls from the basketball. Oh shit, dude, your sister was right. Oh, snap. Damn, he got brought in. Yo, Kobayashi. What the fuck are you doing here? She knew you'd be right next to the room. Feel like she's not actually, understandable. Yeah, all a coincidence. Yeah, you creep. Oh. Went to tsundere phase. It's not like I was worried or anything. Damn, going straight out. You know who's it's directed to, right? Ooh, oh shit, he's in. Alright. Time to sing, my guy. It's the open. What? Oh, that's so nice. That's a really nice way to just get right into the opening. That's extroverts. Damn, he sung the whole thing or just great speech and singing voice. Oh, they were still cheering for you even after all that. Damn, why are you whispering? Oh well, since you're here, since you brought me in. When did that guy think? Kanzaki's out here, bro, living his life. Yo, even Hana saw me like, are you fucking serious? It's White Day! Oh, ho, ho. White Day! Yeah. Maybe get somebody else's perspective. What? You're just walking with another girl. That's not Yamada. She eats nothing but good stuff. If food is her love language, and you make her food, you know what? I'm pretty bad at presents myself. If it were me, I just give you money. Buy your own shit. Here you go, have some money. We're a bit alike. She's scared. Wow, the change in that tone of the music. Wow, is this a new one? A new soundtrack? Yeah, that's also jealousy right there. Come on, tell her you look cute. Man's just cursing. Cursing him. Why not, bro? No. Jesus Christ, that stomach. That's why I invite, because Yamada eats a lot. Nah, yeah, she's still like that even when Yamada's around, eating snacks. Well, actually, Yamada got her to eat her choco pie once. Once you're cute. Wish that was me. They got fries in this cake shop? Ooh. Yeah, this is her own fucking choice, bro. Oh, shit. Damn, look at him. Damn, look at him. Just fucking a smooth AF, dude. For, you know, when you eat. See, look, that whole thing of him saying that this fucker, he was out with Yamada. And now he's mad that I was with his girl. Oh, sounds like that same music again, but a little bit more. Oh! Whoa, an even bigger reaction. Yamada's mind full. Damn, that explosive effect. It's about what I lack. Always says you're a good guy. Yeah, you had a great speech. It's like you found yourself. Damn, look at Kanzaki. He's so... But she doesn't. Because you're doing it too much! With friends, just friends. Got the sweat on her. Gotta split up somehow. Just do as I say, okay. Oh shit, those nails that she's got on. Red nails. Matches his red plaid shirt. Don't want to hang out a little bit more? Just go home? And in a busy train and everything. It's a fucking killer, dude. Yeah. Oh shit. Is it Nigiri Tawa? Nigiri. Alright, I can't. Who trusted you the most? Yourself. Well, it's for White Day, isn't it? Oh, wow, the way that they just have that close-up of the eye. That's such detailed. Oh. Wow. Well, this is your stuff, right? This is your hangout time. This is the same place, right? That they... Now it's your turn. Mm-hmm. Look at him. Mate. Yeah, returning it. No. Look at that. It's homemade. Call it foreshadowing. Homemade too. It didn't even buy you the shit. There's something in there. Oh shit. The necklace for that dog in you, Yamada. It's a bone. He's ready to run away. Sorry, I'm just laughing at her shirt. Just says butter. Oh, put the necklace on her. Oh, she's wearing those, oh, sorry, it's not a necklace, it's a bracelet. Damn, look at that chain bracelet. Yo. And then she's got, like, I was gonna say bottle cap earrings, but they're not bottle caps. Cute. Damn! Dude, what a day for Yamada. Like I said, it's been a day! These are happy tears. That's right. Hara and Kanzaki's got their own way, and you guys got your own way. We're overflowing. That's the end of that. Wow, utilized the entire fucking episode. Ooh, that was good. That was this whole segment of the of the karaoke party, and then well, actually no, they didn't really. They still showed the opening, but yeah, to showcase the basketball, the karaoke stuff, and then White Day. Very good, very good. I really enjoyed the way that they did this episode. Anyways, let's go back to the sentence and keep the discussion to a minimum. Alright, so that was episode 19 of BokuYaba. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty good episode. And, this episode, as I was mentioned, it consists of two events, which is the karaoke party and then and then White Day. And I thought that they did pretty well for for both events, but I really enjoyed how they mixed the basketball karaoke. I keep wanting to say basketball. It's the karaoke, but you know, the basketball club are the one who's going in there. But anyways, yeah, the whole karaoke party, I really like how they tuned that and like transitioned that into the opening. So I thought that was really nice and how they did that. And then for the whole White Day, I thought that was also pretty nice. It's always nice to see more of Hara and Kanzaki because these two are on their own little journey that we don't get to see about because we are mainly, well, not mainly, we are only in Ichikawa's perspective, which somebody mentioned that in the last episode when I was going through this giant fucking rant about the Python. Like, I'll be honest, I was editing through that and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I didn't talk about anything else that I wanted to talk about, which is why the description in the last episode is so fucking long, because I had to write everything else that I've completely forgotten about because of the Python. Anyways, somebody made mention that, you know, the story is from Ichikawa's point of view, and I totally forget about that sometimes, because when it comes to manga, I often see it, people, when people write mangas, right, they often write it in an omniscient point of view, because you have to peer into everybody's thoughts, and that's kind of how it is in this manga as well. You do kind of peer into some people's thoughts. Actually, I can't remember specifically if you do peer into other people's thoughts. Now that I think about it, I actually don't remember if you peer into other people's thoughts or it's all just Ichikawa thinking. I believe it might be more of just Ichikawa thinking. So yeah, the whole story is a little bit more like it's a third person limited, right, perspective. I mean, yeah, point of view. So it's more like a third person limited, which is very nice, but also it is third person limited, which means that it's only focused on this one person and their thoughts. So we are only seeing what Ichikawa is seeing through his eyes. So if Yamada is off doing something else, if, you know, Hara or Kanzaki off doing something else, we don't get to see it because Ichikawa wasn't there to see it. And when I think about that, I'm just like, okay, that's understandable. You know, that whole nitpick that I have, I mean, it's a nitpick for a reason. Just kind of fades away when I remember that this is based on Ichikawa's point of view and it's not an omniscient point of view. But heading on over to the beginning, we've got Ichikawa's speech recorded, and I would presume this is from Kana recording this. I didn't look at this before, but she was right behind Yamada and Kobayashi. Okay. You know what? I thought I was looking at the seats last episode. I thought it was like just a row of boys and then a row of girls, but it looks like this boy is sitting next to Kobayashi. Very close to Kobayashi, by the way. They're like touching shoulders if they are in the same row. Anyways, in the beginning, Ichikawa's speech has been recorded, and of course she's kind of showing this to her parents, and of course Ichikawa, he doesn't like that, right? It's embarrassing shit, you know? I love that the parents just move away. They're just like, just sibling shit, you know? But Kana is over here saying, wow, you know, the girls are gonna be coming after you with this fucking great speech that you did. You know, if this shit gets uploaded on YouTube or something, you know, maybe you could hit, I was gonna say a couple thousands. That's still good, by the way. Don't think that just because you see other people having like millions of views or something, you think like, oh, that's a lot. But like, when you're, but like 2,000 people is still a lot. All right. But you know, hitting the tens of thousands, you know, maybe even hitting viral and getting millions of views, Ichikawa, you never know. But this is kinda perhaps foreshadowing, saying that, you know, girls are gonna come up to you and they're gonna be like, wow, you know, you're so great, have my babies or something. And then Ichikawa is gonna have that opportunity, that moment for him to tell them, sorry, but there's someone I like. But this triggers Ichikawa, sorry, not triggers, well, triggers a memory in Ichikawa, thinking back about how that was basically what Yamada did, right? She got confessed to by the Bison, and she rejected him by saying that she liked somebody else. And so we've got undercut Ichikawa, who is never not going to be different looking for me. But it's alright, you know, I'll get used to it. But here's Ichikawa, who thinks more about the fact that Yamada likes him. And he, of course, you know, he's over here like, I've got to be more careful. And also, even if she does, right, that doesn't mean anything's change. That's right, people. It just means that I've got to be more careful. All right, I do actually want to read this part. Unlike when someone doesn't like you at all, messing up when someone does like you ruins things for good. Okay, that's understandable, right? Because if they don't have a good impression of you already, what's the point of trying to keep up that good impression? But also, you know, if they don't like you, it's like you've never really established a relationship with them in the first place. Possibly. Or in terms of likes. Yeah, I get what Ichikawa was saying. There's just more fault in when someone likes you. And that's basically just what he means. He's like, I've got to be more careful not being creepy. And not, you know, doing the thing that he was going to do here at this part, where he sees that the ball boys, as he says, right? The basketball club, who's just damn so tall, this guy right here. This guy. Yo, I've got to say, are these two boys as well? They're the ball boys? Dude, these two are just giants. My god. Anyways, yeah, he sees the ball boys and then he ends up following them, even though he tells himself that he doesn't want to. But he ends up being a little creep and rents himself out a beige karaoke room. Never realized how beige this room was until I looked at it now. But yeah, he got himself a beige karaoke room. Well, I guess maybe if he turns on the light. Yeah, maybe if he turns on the light, it'll look a little bit more. Actually, those are different seat patterns too. Yeah, no, this one might be just a different. Wait, are these lights? I'm looking. Are these lights? Because it looks like they're No, they're not shining. No, they're not shining. That's the overlay that they have on there. That makes it look all like fancy and shiny and all that. Wait, I see this girl right here who has like, you know, a boyish haircut or a tomboyish haircut, whichever one. So maybe that other person who was sitting close to Kobayashi during the speech was actually a girl. You know, they just had a short haircut. Okay, so with Kana's foreshadowing, Ichikawa meets up with these three girls who I would presume are... Wait, these people are in their uniform. So then who are these girls who are not in uniform? They might be the graduated third years, I would presume. Because somebody's like, why are they not in their school uniform? They came right after school. These girls, they see him, they're like, wow, no, they heard his speech, so they were there. They're the third years who graduated. Okay, yeah, they heard his speech, and they're just like, wow, Ichikawa, pretty fucking cool, you know? Was that all ad-lib and all that? Pretty dope. And so they bring him into the karaoke party, you know? Since he's here already, it gets to see her, the both of them. Oh, dude. But Ichikawa ends up running back to his room. He doesn't even lit the light on here, dude. Imagine one of the workers coming by and they're just like, hey dude, what's up? Like, you need anything? And then they see that there's no lights and just this guy is sitting face palming. Oh, you know, you need a drink. Yamada ends up joining Ichikawa in his small creepy room, and here we have Ichikawa confronting himself, as he says, right? Confronting himself and facing his own creepiness, because when Yamada asks, did you come here because of me? Because she knows that Ichikawa is not the sort of guy who would just go to karaoke by himself for fun. So he takes that step forward, which is something that he would never really do, right? If we were like season 1 Ichikawa before like maybe episode 7 or 8 Ichikawa, right? That Ichikawa would probably be like, no, I'm not going to confront myself. I'm gonna run away. As he often does, he still does anyways. Yeah, as we saw with White Day and him trying to fucking get away as fast as he can. But here he is taking that step forward, right? Him believing himself, him putting that trust within himself again. And it's just overall very nice, right? Because he shows his creepiness, which is creepy. But Yamada feels good knowing that he did come here because he's worried about her, and and consider that when she's here at this party, you know, she's really here for the food. But also, she left the basketball club pretty early, so she feels very out of place, which is an understandable thing. I remember, hi, welcome back to Ike's useless rants. But I used to, when I quit my first job, a coworker who I used to work with had called me and asked me if I wanted to join this job that he currently is in, and it was like supposed to be for either real estates or a medical thing. And so I was just like, okay, you know, he's like, oh, the pay's good and whatever. And so I was like, all right, that's fine. You know, I might give a chance and go into an interview and search it up. And so I went there, and the interviewer, don't worry, it gets back to what I was talking about with Yamada for a second. But the interviewer tells me, oh, do you know our company? If you Google up our company, one of the most searched about our company is how we make 8 figures a year. Which I was like, okay, like, weird flex, but alright, you know, I'll go on Google and I'll search it up. I search up their name, and the first thing that it shows is scam. And I'm just like, oh, this... I guess this is a scam, right? But honestly, the me back then, it's very hard for me to be like, to say no and just walk away. So like, I went through that interview, and then also they charged me $250, so I also lost $250. and then I went to like the second round of interview, and this guy, he was basically trying to get me to eke out information from for my family, you know, because they're like, oh, you can put your family on these plans as well. So they're trying to eke out my family details, and I would not give it to him. And so he was just like, you actually don't want to do this, do you? I'm just like, yeah, I actually don't want to. So he gave me a pep talk. I went to an interview. I lost $250, and I got a pep talk. And that was the end of that. A few months later, the same coworker guy invited me out for a meeting with you know, the MOM. And so I was like, okay, you know, I actually just wanted to hang out with him and get to talk to him for a bit. And so that's what we did. We drove for like 45 minutes off to this fucking place, and he told me that the meeting was only going to take like an hour at the very least, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And the moment I got there, right, the car drive was fine, but the moment I got there, I've come to realize that, oh my god, that guy who gave me a pep talk, he was going to be there. And I didn't want to be there, and it all just kicked in suddenly, and I'm just like, I'm not even a part of this MLN. Why the fuck am I here for a meeting with them? You know, like, why am I here? It's supposed to be like a meeting, a party or something, and so I never really attended that party, because I just stayed in the car, because I was just like, alright, I'll just stay in this car for an hour. I had like 2 people come out to talk to me, so they see if they could like bring me in, and I just refused. I didn't want to do that. And an hour, maybe 45 minutes passed after a while, and like it was still going. By the way, I did not attend that party. It went on for 3 hours. It did not go on for 1 hour, let me tell you that. And no, I did not sit in the car for 3 hours. I left the car, and then I wandered off somewhere. God, dude, the youth within me, I would never walk in the dark alone in a place where I don't know where I am. Right, I was in a fucking city that I didn't know. We were driving, it's not even 45 minutes that we were driving, it was like an hour drive on the freeway. So I was pretty far away from wherever I was. And I was walking alone by myself. And I encountered this guard. I encountered this guard who was like nearing the end shift of his duty. So like, I just stood there and I just fucking talked to him for the next 2-3 hours. And let me tell you, I can't remember anything in those details because but I thought that he was a pretty cool dude, you know? So, you know, I give people benefit of the doubt if, when it comes to, meeting new people, you know, they talk about their stories, and like, again, I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to believe them for the most part. And I thought that he was a pretty chill guy. And then after he got off shift, immediately he goes into conspiracy talks. He's talking about how like chips and the credit cards are what's going to be controlling us after you know whatever's gonna happen, and that's like literally the only thing I remember from that man. Everything else that he talked about, can't remember. All I remember is him talking about chips and the credit cards that's going to mind control us. And I'm just like, ooh. Anyways, I've come to realize that my story had very little to do with what I was saying. Anyways, I'll probably just put this part in the chapter. Let's just skip this. Okay, there's like 2 4-panel manga that kind of showcases a little bit of what happens in the after party, and here in this scene, right, with Ichikawa being in the karaoke party, he's singing, like that's part of the 4-panel manga. And they didn't showcase another thing that I thought was pretty funny, but I will keep that to myself. You know, you can read it if you want. It's in the manga after all. But this one part, hold on, with the girls, who doesn't look like, yeah, no, that's the same one. Okay, they just didn't showcase this one part from the 4-koma manga, which I thought was pretty fun. But again, feel free to read it in the manga. But him singing here is part of the 4-panel, and I like the way that they transitioned this right into the opening, and I thought that was so fun. To which, like, if this is the opening, does that mean that they watched the opening? You know? They're just like, wait a minute, isn't that Ichikawa and Yamada? But moving on over to White Day, we've got Hara, who comes to talk to Ichikawa, which I've kind of realized that if Yamada was on the other side, does that mean that Hara just like walked past Hara walked past Yamada to get to Ichikawa? But then she's just like, oh, don't worry, you too, Yamada. Like, what? Well, I suppose if she was just talking to Yamada, Ichikawa would have been on the other side just listening in, right? But then she would have brought him in anyway. Anyways, whatever. Whatever, no need for this. So she wants to talk to both Yamada and Ichikawa, and they're going to Sweets Paradise, which is like a cake buffet, which I don't think is something that's like really here in America, a cake buffet. Not that, you know, Americans would need some place that would feed them more sweets. Anyways, so this is a double date between Ichikawa, Yamada, and Hara and Kanzaki. And Hara says that it was Kanzaki who recommended that they invited Yamada with them as well. Which, you know, if Ichikawa wasn't there, actually, because like Kanzaki doesn't realize that Ichikawa's got a thing for Yamada until towards the end, but like he only invites Yamada out for White Day. With Hara for White Day? And then what? He was gonna give her a White Day present with Yamada there, who's just gonna be a third wheel? Damn, bro, what a flex from Kanzaki. Okay, I wanted to read this part with Yamada saying, okay, well, just so we're clear, are the 2 of you going out? And she says, no, not at all. And here's Ichikawa saying, you go out together, but you're still not going out? So y'all hang out alone with one another all the time, but like you're not even dating yet? He says, just... He says, not realizing that he's literally criticizing his own relationship with Yamada. Yo, that expression on Hara though, it's so funny. Actually, a correction on why Hara went to Ichikawa first. It's because Yamada wasn't there. Okay, that makes more sense. Actually, if Yamada was there, he would have been not behind the library books, the shelf. Okay, makes sense. I was reading the manga portion and how they say it. So Ichikawa in the manga says, so even though you've hung out a lot, you still aren't dating? God, the fucking dummy. So the double date is set, and Ichikawa meets up with Hara. The both of them took the same train. They're coming early, and Ichikawa comes early because he's planning on buying a gift. And since Hara's here, right, she might as well help him out. Although she says, you know, I can't promise I'll be any help, but want to go shopping together. Although Ichikawa's over here worried that, you know, he's out here walking alone with somebody else's a girl who's not Yamada instead of someone's girl. Yeah, it's... Also, Ichikawa was planning on buying something, but he didn't buy anything because he already made something and he already bought something. I believe that's... Oh yeah, that's the one thing that they didn't showcase. It's the fact that they didn't showcase Ichikawa making the muffin. Which is fine, you know, don't really need that detail. You kind of see that he made it. I would presume because he feels weird that he made something for her. And so that's why he's trying to buy something else. Buy... Also, I just want to... Is that a flag? Is that a pride flag? The fucking... It kind of looks like it, but like at the same time, I don't really know if that's like the lesbian flag or something. I don't really know about the color scheme of that of the gay flags. He says, I'm pretty negative, sorry. And then Hara says, I get it, I'm the same way, right? They're both pessimistics. They're both negative people. I mean, it's kind of the way that she said it when she offered her help, where she says, I might not be helpful, but do you want my opinions? So she's already a little bit negative on that aspect as well. So, okay, understandable. So Hara wears a hat and she says, how about a hat, right? A hat for Yamada, you know, that would be cute. That would look cute. Yo, dude. I love the change in the music, and then they fucking get him to they get Kanzaki coming up, and like the way the music just changes. Oh, it's so good. And then they got like the heavy lines on him and everything. So good, dude. I still can't get over that butter shirt. I love butter. But Ichikawa comes to realize that this feeling that Yamada is feeling, it's jealousy. And that, you know, incorporates with the fact that she likes him. So it's understandable. And then here we have the other form of jealousy. The not good kind, I suppose. Although I'm not really sure if jealousy is good in general. So we're at Sweets Paradise, the cake buffet, and here is Hara's one single cake. First of all, look, even if you don't want to eat as much, you're at a buffet, alright? Actually, you know, I don't even know if this is a buffet. Maybe they're paying for this per... Actually, even the way that they show... Hold on. Yeah, no, this looks like a buffet, honestly, because, like, they just grab whatever. They can't charge you per item, so it has to be a buffet. I just realized, where did Kanzaki get its fries? But, yeah, dude, if you come to the buffet and you get, like, one of this... Shouldn't have gone to a buffet. But here we have Kanzaki yet again sort of pushing this onto Hara. And I feel like I've kind of made a point with it already last time. I believe the last time we saw them in like the beginning of this season, somewhere around there. But yeah, he's pushing this whole thing again. Like, you gotta eat more, you know? And again, it comes with like the fact that he already mentioned his fetish before, right? Of like big girls, and it's just like, all right, dude, you know, like you might have good intentions, because like the way that he sees it is that, you know, she shouldn't be constrained by other people in the way that they look at her, and like she shouldn't be concerned about her weight and all that. Although, you know, I feel like you should still be concerned about her weight, but it's all right, you know, especially if you get into, you know, bigger territories. But it's okay for now, you know, she's probably got... Actually, no. I was gonna say she probably has a good metabolism, but then I remember something that Hara said to Yamada when Yamada's just like, oh, I just keep eating, but I never lose weight. I never gain weight. There you go. I totally forgot where I was going with this. I lost my train of thoughts. All I remember is that, yeah, Kanzaki wants her to eat more. She doesn't want to eat more, primarily because she's trying to lose weight and she's on a diet, right? And no matter how many times he tells her that you look cute, she doesn't believe him. And again, it also comes from the fact that he says it every minute, according to Hara. Exaggeration, but if he says it every day, and you know, it depends on the girl, or the person, actually, you know, whoever you're dating. And if you're the person who says this person is cute, like, every single fucking day, they may like it. And while others, they're gonna get fucking tired of it, because they're just like, stop. You know? And so Hara's the type. And also, since Hara says that she's similar to Ichikawa, right? That she's a bit more of a negative person. This guy who keeps coming to her and saying that she looks cute doesn't really hit as much, because she's just kind of like, well, I'm not. I'm not cute. If I was a little skinnier, I'd be cuter. And so, you know, him trying to tell her that she's cute just doesn't really have as much of an effect on her, other than the fact that, you know, eventually I guess he would wither her down. But you probably wouldn't want to do that. But we have Ichikawa coming into the scene. Oh, and also Kanzaki saying that, you know, she's always like this. That's why I invited Yamada, because, you know, if she sees Yamada eat, then that might encourage her to eat a whole lot more as well. Kanzaki offers her some fries, which I don't know where the fries came from, but I would presume, since it's like a cut in the seat, maybe he went off to grab some fries, but he offers some fries. She tells him no, which should be the part where you back off, but he pushes and he says, why? I mean it. And he's about to say, you're cute, but Ichikawa cuts him off, right? Tells him to drop it. And he tells him, you're just forcing your own opinion on her if she doesn't want to be the way she is. I like that she moved the cupcake aside. It was in the center before, but now it's in the corner. Anyways, yeah, so here's Ichikawa coming out, and it's just like, she doesn't want to do it, right? This is her own body. Yo, dude, Ichikawa's out here for the for the autonomous rights of people. Hell yeah, Ichikawa. He's over here like, they can do whatever they want. This is their body, right? This is their life. You shouldn't enforce your own opinion to other people. You don't get to stop her from wanting to change herself. I like it. It's a nice little intervention from Ichikawa, and Ichikawa understanding that Hara also wants to change, right? Since they're both a bit alike with one another. And so he understands that feeling of change. And with Ichikawa, he's had a good partner, a good friend, right? Yamada, who is willing to push him forward, but not like force him to do it, right? She gives him some leeway to step back a little bit, but eventually, because of her, he's able to step forward and move forward, while Hara has somebody like Kanzaki, who Hara wants to change herself, and she wants to, you know, not be a big of not to be in her weight size anymore, right? She wants to lose it, and Kanzaki is forcing her to not change, forcing her to go the opposite way of what she wants to do. And so he's not very encouraging of her change, and instead he's deliberately trying to stop her from changing herself. And I will say, Kanzaki, maybe this is one of the reasons why she still hasn't accepted your your dating offer, you know? But with Kanzaki, he understands, well, he hears that, and he's just like, okay, you know, I kind of get it. And then he just ends up saying like, oh, I wouldn't really feel any different if she's fat or skinny, which is just kind of like, well, I mean, you've kind of been forcing her this whole time, but it's all right, you know, he's learning. And so he kind of changes it over to like, it's not that I like you for your weight, which also could be something that Hara is thinking. Again, if she's a little similar to Ichikawa, she could be like, oh, maybe he really only likes me because I'm fat. Fat by Japanese standards, for Hara anyways, by Asian standards actually. So maybe that's possibly what she thinks, and him encouraging her to eat and gain more weight doesn't really help with that. And again, maybe that's the reason why she hasn't accepted your dating offer. But here he says, I like you and how happy you look when you're eating. I like that look a lot more than, you know, you need to eat more. Honestly, that right there, if you were a kid and like you had parents who force you to like eat a lot, or force you to like eat something that you don't want, that could get you like a hatred for certain things, trauma for certain things, or you might just even end up with eating disorders. Not to say that this is what's currently going on, but you know, in terms of kids in general, God, kids are just strong but also fragile at the same time. Strong, maybe a little physically, but like very weak mentally. Well, I mean, I think some kids, look, Kids are some fucking enigmas, alright? They are strong yet weak, and they are understanding yet ignorant at the same time. You know, they're smart, but they're also dumbasses. Alright, I forgot what I was talking about again, but the switch in look, point of view, perspective for Kanzaki, a little bit better than, you know, you need to eat more versus I like how happy you look when you're eating. So much better. Him saying that, though, gets to Hara. Instead of, you need to eat more, I don't care whether you're skinny or fat or not. But him saying that, I like you and how happy you are when you eat, that gets Hara a whole lot more than him trying to force food on her. And so he gives her the white day gift, you know, man smooth AF, which again, as I was saying, if Ichikawa was not here and it was just Yamada and he gave this to her, yo, the third wheel, that is Yamada. Thank goodness Hara also invited Ichikawa. But he gives her cutleries, a set of cutleries, you know, because I love to see ya eat. But that encourages Hara to I would presume, eat more than one cake at this cake buffet. And then Ichikawa learns that Yamada helped Kanzaki out picking up this cutlery set for him. Ichikawa, you know, he wants to do the same thing that Kanzaki kind of did to him, which is, you know, don't talk to her, you know, she's my girl. you can't be talking to her. And this is the second time Yamada gets a fucking shock as she comes out. Yo, dude, that fucking, wow, I love the way they did that. That's so good, right? Him yelling, Yamada's mine! Oh! That's a gif right there. And with that, Kanzaki understands that Ichikawa has a thing for Yamada, and so I like that they're having a bit of a bro talk or whatever, right? Ichikawa's just like, yeah, I'm so out of her league, am I right? He's kind of hoping, it's so weird because like when he says that, and if Kanzaki does say it, like he's going to feel bad about himself, but also like, is it just him inside at some point trying to fish for compliments, you know? But with Ichikawa saying that, Kanzaki is just like, nah, dude, you know, you're a pretty good guy. You did a great speech. You know, overall, you're pretty fucking cool. You know, I think you have a chance of going for her. And I love that, right? I love the support that Kanzaki just has. And also, it probably, I would assume, helps that he has a girl that he's after. I don't know why. Every time I say that, he's hunting. But, you know, he's got a girl that he wants to date. That isn't Yamada. So, of course, he's gonna be like, well, that's great, you know? I'm supportive of you. And I just love Ichikawa fucking stumbling, and he's just like, well, what about you? Ask her out already. And this is the part where Kanzaki's just like, no, bro, like, I am trying to ask her out, you know? I've been trying to, but she just doesn't take me seriously. And, like, look, we've got, yet again, the two dynamics of these two, right? The two couples that we see. Ichikawa doesn't say, I like you, or I think you're cute, all that much to Yamada. And of course, Yamada is the person who would like to be pampered, who would like to be pampered with likes, right? If he goes in and he's like, I like you and all that, like, she's gonna get extremely flushed and embarrassed, but like, she's gonna love it, right? Yamada would love to have Ichikawa say that more to her. While we've got Kanzaki and Hara, where Kanzaki keeps saying it, and Hara's just like, stop, stop telling me this every fucking minute. And so, for someone like Hara, for her, she probably would be much better if you just spent quality time with her. And, you know, maybe on occasions, not every day, on occasions, you know, you compliment her when the time is right. And perhaps that would be a little bit more receptive to Hara. But also, consider, again, with Ichikawa and Hara being alike with one another, right? They're very much switched in their opposites in roles. So I do enjoy Oh yeah, and also, with with Yamada going closer to Ichikawa and all that, trying to express her way of like to him, he kind of like ekes away and he moves away a little bit, right? But currently he's trying to fight it. And so that's sort of perhaps similar in the way that Hara feels whenever Kanzaki tells her that she's cute and whatnot. Although Kanzaki worries that they'll never end up fully dating, that maybe they might just end up as friends with benefits. And he's just over like, you know what, that might be great too. This fucking guy. Either way, Hara and Yamada came up with a plan that they're gonna split up. This double date is over, right? We're splitting up, we're having our own date or whatever. So she takes Kanzaki away, and here comes Yamada to take him away. I was looking at this part. Well, not her eating the crepes, but that is that's the cover of volume 7 right there. So that's her eating the crepes and Ichikawa in the mirrors, in the window, the reflection of the window. But here we have Yamada saying, just because you spend a lot of time alone with someone doesn't mean you don't want to keep doing it. My god, that fucking double negative. Hold on. Just because you spend a lot of time alone with someone means you want to keep doing it. Is that how double... that double negatives. This sentence. Just because you spend a lot of time alone with someone doesn't mean you don't want to keep doing it. Like, I understand that sentence, but at the same time, I don't. But, like, I get what you mean. Like, if you spend a lot of time with someone, it doesn't mean that you don't want to keep, it doesn't mean you don't want to keep, it might mean, it could mean, wait. Even though you spend a lot of time with that person, you might not want to keep doing it. There you go. And so Yamada points that out for Hara and Kanzaki. Okay, so she says that, feels a little sad. And then she asks him, what do you want to do now? And he's just like, let's just go home. We're out of here. Let's go home. Yeah, let's go home. And he wallows a little bit in his thoughts after this point, right? This is the right choice. Forget about this. Forget about the... cause he... okay. I was wondering why he was pointing at the backpack is because he has the White Day stuff in the backpack. God, the way that they draw his eyes this episode. Jesus Christ. There's so much strain in his eyes. But he looks at himself, right? He's like, I can't stop comparing myself to people because I'm gonna... The slightest comparison, the slightest flaw is gonna set me off and I'm gonna hate myself because of it. And comparison is a terrible, terrible thing. You can't compare yourself to everybody all the time. And I love that in the mirror, it shows, in the reflection, right? It shows imaginary Kyotaro who tells him, who trusts in you the most? And I love that. And this leads us back to the place where Yamada gave Ichikawa the Valentine's Day gift. And so here he is, reciprocating it and giving her the White Day gift. And as he thinks in his head, right, Yamada was brave when she did this for Valentine's Day, so I've got to be brave as well and return the favor. And so, he gives her the little cupcake. This is White Day, some White Day shit, dude. A white cupcake. Very nice. And again, I love that Ichikawa baked it. And he even has, like, the bracelet. He put the bracelet in there. Although, was that plastic? I can't figure out if, like, was that something that you should be doing? Baking cupcake and then having it in plastic? Just gives Yamada poisoning. But you know what? I don't bake and put stuff in there. I don't know. I mean, I would probably assume it's not good to heat the silver either, but I don't know. I don't put things in bakery stuff. But here we have Yamada, who's just ready to just eat everything in one bite, including her bracelet. Gonna have a fun time when that processed through her stomach if she did. But she sees the bracelet again to showcase the dog that is within her. Very nice. And as I was saying with Ichikawa wanting to run away, right? She's got this necklace, thinking about how giving jewelry is definitely super weird. So he's just gonna walk away. He's just like, all right, that's it. I'm running away. But as per usual with Ichikawa, whenever he wants to run away, we've got Yamada, who catches him and brings him back into the moment. Oh, the light's dead. That's how you know that I've been recording for a little bit too long. Damn, dude, that shaky hand as he tries to put the bracelet on her. Damn, dog. That's a cool looking bracelet. How do I look? And aw, dude. So cute that I could die. Very nice. Yo, as I was saying, dude, it's been a day for Yamada. Getting hit with the fact that, oh, dude, Ichikawa just says that Hara is cute. Can't believe it. And then, oh shit, Ichikawa said that I'm his. And now here he is saying that I'm so cute that he could die. Whoa. Big moments out here, dude. Big moments. But as I said, I thought that this was a really good episode to showcase White Day and the karaoke, you know, just to continue to see how the relationship are progressing. And, you know, you don't really expect, like, a confession immediately after this and all that, especially if we have somebody like Ichikawa. But for Ichikawa, instead of him kind of denying it, no, he's not kind of, but, you know, it's not him denying that she likes him. He acknowledges that feeling. It's just that he feels like he has to be more careful about it because he comes to understand that she actually likes him. So, like, he cares more about the process of their relationship a whole lot more than he would have before when he thought that, oh, maybe Yamada doesn't like me. Only I like her, right? But now, oh shit, I like her and she likes me. Whoa, we're walking on a tightrope right now. I cannot fail this, because if I do, the consequences is going to be even worse, right? Knowing that if you liked that person and it was an unrequited love and then you never got together with that person, it was really more like, okay, you know, that person didn't like me, and that's totally, I mean, for some people it's not totally fine, but it should be fine, and you know, you're gonna move on and whatnot. But knowing that you've got a crush on someone, or you like somebody, it's not a crush, you genuinely like that person, and that other person likes you, and then you squandered it. Yeah, that's a worst feeling. I mean, I wouldn't know, but yeah, it's a worst feeling. And again, I love that they showcase more of Hara and Kanzaki's relationship to see how, just a little checkup to see how they're progressing as well, and to see the difference in their relationship, because everybody, you know, everybody's dating life is completely different from another's, right? There might be some similarities, but there's always be that one difference that puts us all as individuals, right? And we can kind of, I don't know why, I've been watching this other YouTuber, and like, she was talking about how her love language is quality time. And I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, you know, love language and all that. So like, what would be other these characters' love languages? And I've been starting to think about that for like romance anime and all that. I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, the most obvious thing with Yamada, her love language is food. So like, the fact that Ichikawa makes a cupcake for her, right, with his own hands. You know, he didn't store-bought anything. He made it with his own hands and he gave it to her. That's like a big old thing, you know. So for Yamada, food is a very big thing for her. you literally get her by her stomach. But let me know what you think Ichikawa's love language is. The same goes for Hara and Kanzaki. If you're interested in that, let me know. And if you also want to, you know, what is your love language? I'm not gonna tell you mine, so, you know. Sorry, no trade. Actually, I wouldn't know. But I am going to be talking just a slight bit about the manga, so if you are anime only, thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Alright, manga readers, I saw somebody in the comment that says, oh, are we not going to see Pigman this season? To which I was thinking, is Pigman not in volume 8? And I thought Pigman showed up volume 8, but then when I saw somebody made that comment, I was just like, Did pigmen show up in volume 9 then? If they did, then like we wouldn't know, then we wouldn't see them, and that's understandable. But this is going to cover volume 4 to 8. So if it's covering volume 8, we are going to see pigman. And Jesus fucking Christ when we do. Jesus Christ when we do. Okay, and I was reading volume 7 again, just so you know I can get I can figure out the stuff that's happening, that's going to happen in the next 3-4 episodes and all that. But we got a little bit, we do see Pigman towards the end, right? We saw Pigman towards the end of volume 7, so we are definitely going to see Pigman. I don't know why I keep saying Pigman, we all know it's Nico. Oh, Nico. My fucking god, I've got things to say about Nico, that's for sure. But I will keep it to myself for now until we see her again. But until then, that's really the only thing I wanted to say, just because I saw that comment. I was just like, no, we're gonna see Pigman. So, you know. Sick, dog. Don't know how I feel about Nico. Actually, I do. They're very mixed, and probably not really a lot of positives. But we'll just have to see how the anime is going to portray her. But until then, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.